The Enclave is literally the coolest fucking faction in not only Fallout but video games as a whole, and they make the Brotherhood of Steel look like a bunch of tech-loving beta as fuck pussies. The Enclave is literally the fucking United States government, and their power armor is the coolest fucking thing ever. Like I said, the Enclave claims to be the direct continuation of pre-war America, but at the same time, they don't see anyone outside of the Enclave as an American citizen, even if they were born into a vault. In the year 2140, the Enclave adopted the position that its members were the last remaining bastions of humanity on Earth, thus ruling out the possibility of coexisting with any perceived mutants, i.e. anyone outside of the ranks, and they decided to pursue killing anyone that was not Enclave with the use of FEV Mark II, but now it's time to talk about their existence in the pre-war. During the American-Sino War, the threat of nuclear war was increasing, so members of the Enclave started investing money, which was pulled from corporations and the federal government, into various contingency measures so they can ensure their survival so they can continue to wage fucking war even when the United States ceased to exist. The most popular of the post-war bunkers was the presidential oil rig found in the Pacific Ocean that was backed by Poseidon Oil, and they had the White Spring Congressional Bunker acting as the hub for future Enclave operations. The Enclave also used Project Safehouse and Vault-Tech's network of underground shelters for a grand social experiment to test the dwellers in unique circumstances. The Enclave had a ton of equipment that would allow them to observe and control all of the vaults. An example of this would be when the Enclave sent an all-clear signal to Vault 8 shortly after the war, prompting them to leave their vaults and build their city. These monitoring tools would also let the Enclave see that the population of Vault 13 was still largely intact. On March 16, 2242, the inhabitants were taken to the oil rig so the Enclave could run tests to see if they could inoculate humans to be immune to the FEV. At around the same time, the village of Arroyo was raided to acquire subjects to verify the effectiveness of the vaccine. By fall of 2242, the testing was completed with an efficiency of 99.5%. After that, 250,000 gallons of FEV was manufactured and was being prepared to be put in the jet streams, but only a few hours before the toxin can be released, the Chosen One, who is the playable character in Fallout 2, stopped this by literally fucking killing the President of the United States in Frank, Orrigan, who I'll get into in just a moment, by triggering a nuclear detonation that destroyed the oil rig.
You've gotten a lot farther than you should have, but then you haven't met Frank Orrigan either. Your ride's over, Mutie. Time to die.
Frank motherfucking Horrigan is based as fuck in one of the coolest endgame bosses in video game history. He's literally described as a super mutant in power armor and has been witnessed laughing off plasma rifle shots and ripping Deathclaws in half. He's literally one of the deadliest entities to have ever walked the wasteland, and his low intelligence made him unbelievably loyal to the Enclave, and his loyalty is what caused him to get his promotions in the ranks. During his time with the Enclave, he would eventually be exposed to FEV, and sensing the opportunity, the Enclave sent him to the oil rig to be studied. He was experimented on for 2 years and was heavily sedated. Eventually, he began gradually transforming into a super mutant and obtained an obscene amount of strength, but was also unbelievably stupid. In March of 2239, he was sealed within power armor custom made for him and deployed frequently in the wasteland, and the rest is history. But expect a video on Frankie real soon. After the destruction of the oil rig and the loss of leadership, the Enclave was in shambles, and the survivors of the explosion regrouped in Navarro, which ended up remaining as a fully staffed Enclave base until 2246 when the NCR invaded Navarro and stated that it posed as a threat to the region. The NCR was unfortunately victorious in the fight against the Enclave, and the remnants either fled east or attempted to integrate with the NCR with limited success. The amount of Enclave bases is still unknown, but the strongest concentration is historically found in New California in the Capital Wasteland, as well as an isolated force found in Appalachia in part of the Mojave Wasteland. The Enclave uses the same pre-war military system as the United States. The President is the Commander-in-Chief, while actual command of the military is handled by the Enclave's High Command. The Enclave has also recreated several pre-war formations, such as the Secret Service, which is tasked with protecting the government. That's all I have for now regarding the Enclave, but I'm probably going to make a part 2 on how the Enclave is directly responsible for the creation of the Scorched in Fallout 76. The amount of lore behind this faction is actually unbelievable. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to click the link in my description for my TikTok and Twitch. Have a great day, and God bless the Enclave.